RKO the infamous NWO back with another video, and if you haven't known it already, you're a stupid wrestling fan because The Rock has come back to the WWE. And I friggin' marked out like I was a 5-year-old. So, let's get started. I don't even know what happened on Raw. All I remember The Rock coming out. So, let's start off when The Rock comes out. So, Justin Roberts introduces the guest host. Well, the guest host would be, and then after, the lights started coming on. And the rumors were floating around that Justin Bieber was going to be the guest host. And I'm like, oh my god, please don't tell me he's going to be guest host of Wrestlemania. What did I say, guest host of Raw? Guest host of Wrestlemania, sorry. And then there was other rumors saying The Rock. And I'm like, whatever. Let's just see who it is. So, the lights start going off the arena. And they played this white lightning thing on stage. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, please don't be Justin Bieber. He's gonna come out in front of the stage and start singing. I'm like, oh. Then all you hear, if you smell. And I was on my bed. I jumped out of my bed, started screaming, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's The Rock. Started running around in my room. I was wearing my WCW shirt. I threw off my WCW shirt, went into my closet, grabbed my Rock shirt, put it on, and stood in front of the TV like a 5-year-old, glued to the television set because The Rock is on. 7 years we haven't seen The Rock. I think the last time we saw The Rock was in 2004 when he came to St. Eugene, which was the epic moment. I watch that YouTube clip at least once a month, and I get goosebumps watching that. And when The Rock came out, my whole body got goosebumps. I was freaking like, I was like 5. It was like I was 5. It was like watching Raw is War and The Rock coming out. I can't even describe. I was trying to make this YouTube video yesterday, but I couldn't even talk because the amount of stuff that was going through my head was crazy, so I just didn't make the video. But anyways, The Rock comes out, cuts a 20-minute promo. The only person, one of the only people that could come out, could talk for 20 minutes. And it seemed like it's the greatest thing ever. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand, chanting his name. And he didn't, in that 20-minute promo, he talked about him coming back and saying he would be staying for good this time. And he didn't come back for the money or to promote a movie, but he came back for the people because he is the people's champ. The Rock bashes The Miz and then buries Cena in 30 seconds. He buries Cena's whole career in 30 seconds, talking about how we came from the Austin 316 to the iconic Rock. And then we go now to this era is the, you can't see me. And then after The Rock's like, well, obviously we can see you wearing your stupid purple bright ass shirt. And then before that you had green bright ass shirt. And before that you had your orange bright ass shirt. I was freaking going crazy when he said that. I was dying. I was laughing my ass off. And what else did he say? He's pretty much called out John Cena. Also buries Michael Cole, the Raw GM. Like when he announced he wants to call John Cena, the Raw GM thing goes off. Cole about to announce it. The Rock just owns Michael Cole. It doesn't matter what you think. Wow, I don't even know. I'm thinking so many things right now that I'm going crazy. Anyways, I'm not going to start mimicking The Rock's line because you already saw that by probably 50,000 people with their other YouTube videos. If you haven't seen this promo, the annotations are all over if you could see. Go click them. But the thing is that people have been saying how WrestleMania is going to be boring. We've been seeing videos how WrestleMania is going to be boring, it's not worth watching, and there's no big factor. Well, The Rock comes back and saying he's going to host WrestleMania. So he's in charge of WrestleMania. The host makes the matches. He's in charge of the show. And I've been saying that if they're going to do a WrestleMania guest host when they announced it last week, like, please let it be a wrestler. Because it would be, if it's celebrity, it's so stupid and pointless. And I like how WWE put that little swerve. And it seemed a little bit too obvious when the lady came out of the limo. I'm like, swerve, swerve, swerve in my head. No way it's that. No way it's a lady. I'm not being sexist, but in my mind I thought no way. But anyways, The Rock is back, and he said he's back for good. I don't even know how long that's going to be, but The Rock proved that you could be great. I haven't heard a crowd pop like that for someone in such a long time. And it shows that it only took 20 minutes for the whole world to start talking about The Rock returning. Old wrestling fans searching The Rock. It was like trending on Twitter. And I went on Rock's Facebook page. Every second he was like 30 comments a second. And he was like top search on Google this morning when I was searching The Rock returned to WWE. Crazy. Only one person. It took 20 minutes for the whole world to start talking about wrestling. That's crazy. Anyways, I think that they should do the Cena versus Rock match. That's the big money match. People will pay to see Rock and Cena. You want the old wrestling fans to come back to you? Yes, bring back The Rock. Put him in the WrestleMania match. People will pay to see The Rock. A lot of people that left wrestling hate Cena. People will pay to watch John Cena versus The Rock. That's the big money match. The big money match is not Miz versus Cena. The big money match is not Alberto Del Rio versus Edge. The big money match is Cena versus The Rock. And if they convince Rock to wrestle one more match, then that's right there. That's the selling point of WrestleMania. Vince McMahon, if you want 1 million pay-per-view buy this year, you put The Rock in the match against Cena. That's the smartest thing to do. And wrestling is so, like, I can't even predict. I can't wait for Raw next week. I know we have a pay-per-view Sunday, but I can't wait for Raw next week. You don't know what's going to happen. The Rock is back. I'm buying that I Bring It shirt anyways. It was freaking brilliant seeing The Rock. I felt like I was like a little kid. I'm still marking out. It took me 3 hours to calm down last night. I rewatched Raw because Raw replays at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I rewatched Raw just to see the end of the show. Crazy stuff. And another thing, the swearing. The Rock said candy ass. The first time they bleeped it out. I guess Vince McMahon came up and said, "You never bleep The Rock," because he is the great one. The Rock is just epic. And I like the part when he said to Michael Cole, "I'm gonna get that laptop, shine it up real nice, turn that son of a bitch sideways, and stick it straight up your candy ass." I think he didn't say it that way, but in my head, it felt like he said it that way. Crazy stuff. I don't know. There's no words to describe how, like, moments like this of a wrestling fan, when you watch it and you feel like there's no criticism. There's no, well, not really there's no bad criticism towards the product. There's no bad judgment. Everything is just great. And it's moments like that. I think I haven't marked out like that since like WrestleMania 23 when Undertaker won the belt against Batista. That's the last time I marked out like crazy like that. Like a little 5-year-old. Running around going crazy. Oh my gosh. And I always said that if The Rock ever would come back, that he should be unadvertised, because all of The Rock's returns have been unadvertised. He comes out and the people go crazy. And just like that, it wasn't advertised. Yeah, they advertised as they're going to announce the WrestleMania guest host, but they did not advertise who it was. They didn't say The Rock's going to return. The Rock just returned. That's what makes it even more special. So anyways, The Rock is back. I freaking marked out like a 5-year-old. And I think most wrestling fans did too. And another thing, if I was at that arena, I would be yelling at every single Cena fan that I was around. I would cause so much chaos at that event. It would be unbelievable. Man, I wish I was there. That was freaking crazy. I'm still thinking about it in my head. Anyways, what do you think of The Rock coming back? I know everyone loved it. And I know there are going to be haters out there that say it wasn't a big deal, but that was a friggin' big deal. Because I have a feeling there's going to be one guy. I don't know who it is though. There's going to be one guy that's going to say, well, The Rock came back in 7 years, that's not a big deal. And my jaw's just going to drop. And I'd be like, what? But let's not get into that. The Rock is back. wrestling is great, and it's like we have all this crap for all these years, and then this one big moment is like so worth it, and it shows that yes, if The Rock does come back, wrestling can be great and exciting again. Because people say if people come back, it won't be as great, but Rock proved it in 20 minutes that he could get everybody talking. He opened his Twitter, I think, like 2 hours before the show started, like when Raw opened, I think, and he like had in like 3 hours it took him to get 42,000 followers. So crazy. I think he got over like 200 something thousand likes on Facebook too. But yes, this is my video of me marking out. Like, I wish I could have recorded. You would have saw me like jumping around, running around, yelling. My mom screaming, telling me to shut up. Jumping on this chair, jumping on my bed, staring at the screen. But yeah. So, did you guys mark out too? Because I marked out like I was like a freaking bitch. So, hope you guys enjoyed. The Rock is back. Hopefully for how long, but savor this moment. Because probably will never see it again. So savor the moment of The Rock being back. And thanks for watching. Got my Rock shirt on. Gonna wear this all day long. No doubt about it. I'm wearing this all day. Maybe all week long. Wear it at school. I don't care what people say. You think I care? No. Because it's The Rock. It's not just bring it anymore. It's I bring it. Because The Rock does bring it. And WrestleMania is going to be great this year. I wasn't excited about WrestleMania. I know I'm going on and on. But I wasn't excited about that much about WrestleMania. But WrestleMania went from here and then just skyrocketed. Now I can't wait for WrestleMania. And the 221 promo is coming out next week. So what's going to happen next week? An Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is going to happen. What's going to happen? If Cena loses, then I think it's obviously right in the open Rock Cena. And if they have that stare down, if they build it perfectly, this is going to be as big as Rock Hogan. I don't think it'll be as big as a pop when they announce Rock Hogan, but it will be huge. When they have that final stare down, The Rock takes off his glasses, and they have that epic stare down. I can't wait. For sure they're going to have that epic confrontation and epic stare down. And I would like to see one thing too. I would like to see The Rock and CM Punk go at it on the mic. That would be just phenomenal. Because the only person in WWE I think to come close to The Rock on mic skills, well, not like same level, but you know what I mean, like the best in the locker room was CM Punk. If they go back and forth, that would be tremendous. I would love to see that. So yeah, that's it. I know I said that's it so many times, but I'm just hyped. I just love this. I just love moments like this. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. The Rock is back. Watch the videos 40-50 times.